The Apple iPhone 18 Pro is shaping up to be one of the most unexpected shifts in Apple's design philosophy, especially as rumors around the first foldable iPhone continue to surface. For months, reports have conflicted over whether Apple would keep the familiar pill-shaped cutout from the iPhone 17 Pro or finally reduce it further. Some insiders now claim Apple is close to hiding most Face ID components beneath the AMOLED display, leaving only the front camera visible. According to new information, this change may come with a surprising visual twist, as the remaining punch hole could move from the center to the upper left corner of the screen, introducing an asymmetrical look never before seen on an iPhone. At the same time, Apple appears ready to introduce more advanced camera hardware. One of the rear cameras, most likely the 48-megapixel main sensor, is rumored to feature a variable aperture, giving users greater creative control by allowing them to adjust depth of field for both photos and video. This would mark a meaningful shift toward more professional imaging capabilities on the iPhone. Behind the scenes, Apple is moving aggressively to reshape its iPhone release strategy. The company has reportedly finalized the iPhone 18 Pro's design and is preparing to begin early manufacturing tests in China as early as February 2026, while the regular iPhone 18 is being delayed until 2027. This decision signals a clear shift in focus toward the Pro and Pro Max models, as well as the long-rumored foldable iPhone, which Apple sees as a high-margin, high-risk flagship product. Shortly after the Lunar New Year, Apple plans to restart production lines in China to enter the early testing phase known as the no-inspection procedure. This stage is not mass production, but a limited manufacturing run used to verify that the iPhone 18 Pro's design can be assembled reliably at scale. Engineers use this phase to check tooling accuracy, component tolerances, and assembly stability, especially as internal complexity increases. Launching this process earlier than usual gives Apple additional time to identify and resolve potential issues before full production begins. By mid-2026, Apple expects these test runs to transition smoothly into large-scale manufacturing, allowing millions of units to be produced ahead of a September launch. Although the external design of the iPhone 18 Pro is expected to closely resemble the iPhone 17 Pro, the internal hardware is undergoing major changes. These include the new 2nm A20 Pro chip, a redesigned logic board, improved thermal management, camera upgrades, and further progress toward hiding Face ID components under the display. Meanwhile, the standard iPhone 18 is being placed on a completely separate timeline. Reports suggest it will only begin early production testing at the end of 2026, with mass production scheduled for early 2027 and a launch plan for the spring. This breaks Apple's long-standing tradition of launching all iPhone models together and introduces a two-phase release cycle that gives the Pro lineup a clear technological and timing advantage. By separating these schedules, Apple reduces internal competition for factory capacity and critical components, allowing teams to focus fully on stabilizing the Pro models first. Keeping the exterior design largely unchanged plays an important role in accelerating development. By reusing the existing chassis and manufacturing tools, Apple minimizes structural risk and shortens validation time. This familiar exterior masks a significantly redesigned interior, where tighter component packaging and new technologies place greater demands on assembly precision and quality control. This shift also frees up valuable engineering resources for Apple's most ambitious project yet, the foldable iPhone. Internally treated as a product with exceptional technical and branding risk, the foldable device benefits from Apple's renewed emphasis on premium hardware. Prioritizing higher-priced models allows Apple to sustain profitability while investing heavily in new form factors that could redefine the iPhone lineup. New details about the foldable iPhone suggest Apple is aiming for a compact yet practical design. The device is rumored to feature a 5.3-inch display when folded and expand to a 7.7-inch display when opened, with an aspect ratio that shifts from roughly 2:3 to 4:3. This would make it noticeably shorter and wider than competing foldables, favoring usability over height. As with all early reports, these details should be viewed cautiously, but taken together they paint a clear picture of Apple's evolving strategy. The iPhone is no longer moving as a single unified lineup, but as a tiered ecosystem where innovation arrives first on the Pro models and later filters down. With the iPhone 18 Pro arriving ahead of the standard model and the foldable iPhone gaining priority behind the scenes, users may soon have to decide whether to upgrade early, wait longer, or hold out for Apple's first foldable device. That's everything we know so far, and as more information emerges, we'll continue to keep you updated.